After months of negotiation, the CWU has reached a 3-year pay deal with BT worth 9.3%. Andy Kerr, CWU Deputy General Secretary, is urging members to look at the detail and vote in favour of the recommended deal. Andy, tell me about the deal that you've now secured with BT.
Well, we've just secured a 3-year deal, basically, with BT. Provides for 3% this year, next year and the year after. It starts and we've got it backdated to January 2010. So really what we've done is managed to get it 3 months early for the 3 years. But it does actually cover 39 months.
And it's a much better deal than the one that was originally proposed,
Oh, it's much better. There's no question about that. It's much better. If you think where BT started from, they started from a position of no consolidation and no pensionable pay rise whatsoever. They did, the last offer was 2% on that. Now this is giving people consolidated and pensionable rise. The whole lot of this is pensionable, the whole lot of it's consolidated. So it's a massive difference from where they were.
Talk to me about the detail of consolidation, because it does make all the difference, doesn't it? Originally you were offered sort of a lump sum of money. Very, very different deal to consolidating that percentage each year. Yeah,
well, I mean, the thing is about consolidation, I mean, you get that forever. Now, one-off lump sum of money is all very well and good, but you spend it and it's away, you never get it back. This is consolidated all the way through. It's a massive difference from where they were. The £250 is well swallowed up with this deal. The whole thing, I say, the pensionable aspect is massive for us. We were insistent in that, and we managed to get it. Consolidation is a really good big piece to it, and if you compound it 3% on 3% on 3%, it actually means 9.3% of a pay rise between now and I would argue January 2012.
You've worked hard for this deal, and I know that you've had reps out there also working hard for this deal. You're now going to ask your members to vote on this. Is this something that they also want to accept? You're clearly going to urge them to vote yes, but why? Why is this the right deal?
Well, I mean, first of all, I would like to thank all our reps and members who voted in the ballot on this, because without their work, their campaigning work that they've done over the last few months, we would never have got to this position. So a big thanks goes to all of them, and I think that's quite clear. Our executive is recommending this, and massively, strongly recommending it to the membership, because it is the best deal we can get. Now, there's a question about it. I mean, we had to push BT really hard on this. To say there was robust discussions would be an understatement, I think, and we went right to the top of the company on this. There is no more to get, and the position is, without taking any industrial action, without our members losing pay whatsoever on this, we've managed to get this rise. And I think that when people see it, when they understand it, and understand how much money they will actually earn with these rises over the next 2 or 3 years, they will understand it and they will vote for it.
You were prepared, weren't you, to go to industrial action? This was one of those cases where you felt we deserved a proper pay rise and we're not going to take less than a certain level.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Where BT were, we were never going to accept that as a pay rise at all, and we had to threaten industrial action on it, and we would have carried it through. There's no question about that. And I think some people are saying, did we get back into negotiations in the sign of weakness or strength? I can assure you it was definitely through strength. Had BT not believed that we could have delivered industrial action, they would never have moved in the way they have done. So we went in there back in very strong in our arguments, and we've come out with a deal that we think is fair to our members, and at the end of the day is fair to BT. They could afford it.
And do you think that this really is the right deal that your members deserve? Have you done them proud, do you think?
I think we have done them proud. We could always argue they deserve even more than that. I mean, it'd been great to get full 5% for 12 months. That would have been great. But this offer actually gives them more than that, because it starts early. You get another 3% compounded next January. If you compare it to a straight 5% from April to April, compared to what we've got now January to April, it's not far off that 5%. We've more or less achieved what we've done, what we asked for. Again, I'll go back to the pensionable and consolidated, a major plank of our claim, and we've achieved 100%.
At the end of the day, when you look at it, what are your feelings about this whole thing?
Well, I think you've got to take the whole thing in the whole. This is one of the biggest pay rises in British industry this year. I think I'm proud of that, the fact that we've done that. And I think over the next 2 years, if you think about what's going to happen with the economy, who knows exactly what's going to happen, but the pay freezes for the public sector, it's going to be difficult in some areas. For us to know that we are going to, and my members to know they're definitely going to get 3% next January, and they're going to definitely get 3% in January 12th, and it could even be more than that in January 2012. That's important to them, and I think that they understand that. I think it's a tremendous deal.
So, what do you want to say to the CWU members? Here you are, look at it, and we want you to vote yes.
Well, I think yes, absolutely. We're strongly recommending yes. We will be sending out consultative ballot papers on this one. We will send out an explanation to it, because I think some people need to explain slightly how much this is really worth to them. So we owe that to the members. We'll do that. We'll do that over the next week or so. But I think once people actually understand this pay rise, I think they'll say to themselves, this is a good rise. There's no question about it, and I'm sure they'll vote. One thing I would say, but we want people to vote in this. This is not a fait accompli at all in a ballot.
Yes,
we want people
to
participate in this ballot, and if they want to, we want them to vote yes. Strongly urge them to vote yes for it. But even those who want to vote no, by all means vote. The main thing is we want people to participate in it. So I would strongly ask people, as I did before, to vote in this ballot, and obviously we recommend yes.
So when you look at it as a total, what do you really want to say about the members, about, how long has it been that you've been negotiating with BT now? The conclusion, to sort of sum it up for everybody.
Well, we started these negotiations in February, looking for the 5% pay claim we put in. It took us some months, longer than we would expect to take in these circumstances. But it's 3% for 3 years, and I think it's a good deal. But I think, apart from the consolidation, apart from the pensionable aspect here, it flows through to all allowances. And there's a lot of our members on allowances, whether it's shift working allowance, call-out allowance, etc. So the 3% each year is on that too. So, this is quite an incredible pay rise in some respects.
So it's flowed through to everybody.
Absolutely.
You've worked hard. You are proud of this, aren't you?
I'm very proud of it. It took us a long while to get here. I would love to have been able to get here in April. It looks as though if the ballot goes well, we'll get it in people's pay packets in August. And hopefully they'll have a nice pay packet in August and be able to enjoy themselves with some of the bank money that they've got.
Andy Kerr, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much, Emma. Thanks.
For more information about the current deal, please visit the CWU homepage at www.cwu.org.